named tetrodotoxin. This neurotoxin can cause paralysis and can kill people who eat enough, and one wrong knife cut could contaminate the whole fish. For most people, that's enough to steer away, but many thrill-seeking gourmets are willing to take the risk. But the government isn't. Sale and consumption of voodoo is banned in the United States, except for a few select chefs who are properly trained. But some regulations aren't here to protect us. They're here to protect the animals. Number 14, horse meat. While horses aren't endangered, they're viewed as beloved companions by much of the country, and eating them just seems rude. It's not illegal to eat horse meat, but it's not going to be easy. Slaughtering horses using slaughterhouses is illegal, as is importing the meat or selling it. While the meat is a common delicacy in other countries around the world, the U.S. ban was just renewed in 2018. No doubt pleasing horse lovers around the country, even if they may swear otherwise after their horse comes in last at the Derby. But it doesn't take much for a species to become endangered, as this next fish found out. Number 13, wild redfish. The redfish, or red drum, was a common game fish in the American South and was generally considered a good fish to eat, but it wasn't the most in demand, until one chef changed that. Paul Proudhon, a celebrity chef considered a legend of Cajun and Creole food, made a dish of blackened redfish that made this humble catch the hottest fish in town, and that meant fishing, lots and lots of fishing, which quickly led to the population drastically decreasing. Since 2007, it's been a protected game fish, which prohibits the sale of any caught in federal waters. Fishing for the redfish is now banned in all states but Mississippi, although some farmed fish are available. And it's worked. The population is quickly recovering. Not many people can afford this next treat, but that didn't stop it from becoming endangered. Number 12, beluga caviar. Caviar, the salty eggs of the sturgeon, is one of the most expensive delicacies in the food world, and few were more prized than the caviar from the beluga sturgeon. Found in the Caspian and Black Seas, this fish's eggs are prized for their subtle flavor and could command as much as $200 an ounce. This demand was high, and the fish was soon on the verge of extinction. So in 2005, the U.S. joined other countries in banning import of beluga caviar, hoping to help the species recover and repopulate. While a black market still exists, the species has survived to this day, although it remains critically endangered. But it's not the only endangered treat from the sea. Number 11, queen conch. Most conchs are small, and some are among the most venomous animals in the world, but the queen conch, native to the Caribbean Sea, is one of the largest sea snails and has a meaty body that makes it a seafood delicacy. Its size makes it easier to catch, and that has made it an endangered species. While it remains a popular meal in Turks and Caicos, the United States has tried to reduce demand by banning its harvest in federal U.S. waters. But determined seafood fans can always head to the Caribbean. This next sea creature is a beloved resident of the ocean, but also on the menu. Number 10, sea turtles. Most kids probably associate them with the wise old sea turtle Crush from Finding Nemo. But these reptiles are considered a delicacy in many parts of the world. That's led many species, including the leatherback and hawksbill turtles, to become endangered. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service estimates that in California alone, 35,000 turtles are caught and eaten each year. While individual turtle species are protected and illegal to catch and sell, turtle meat as a whole isn't. In fact, you might be able to find turtle soup made from land or freshwater turtles on sale at a local supermarket. It might surprise you to learn we eat these next creatures more than vice versa. Number 9, shark fin soup. Oh no, a shark! Stay out of the water! While most of us have seen movies involving killer sharks, we're actually a far bigger threat to them than they are to us. The gelatinous fins on large sharks are considered a delicacy and are used to flavor a popular Chinese soup. Shark fin, which involves cutting the fins off of sharks and throwing them back in the water, is increasingly considered cruel and has led to the shark population decreasing. While the sale of shark fins is only banned in 12 states and the soup is still a popular and expensive offering, the act of shark finning is totally banned in U.S. waters since 2000. The desire to protect sea life took this next delicacy off a lot of menus. Number 8, Chilean sea bass. It may be an ugly fish, but all it takes is a little rebranding to make a seafood superstar. Originally called the Patagonian toothfish, this meaty fish was renamed the Chilean sea bass to make it more appetizing. And it worked a little too well. The mass increase of fishing due to demand rapidly depleted the fish in the wild, and so the FDA stepped in. While it's not entirely illegal to catch this fish now, it's strictly regulated and only certified boats are allowed to catch the fish in specific numbers. But no animal welfare ban has been more controversial than the next one. Number 7, foie gras. Almost as prized as beluga caviar, this meaty treat is made from the livers of geese that are heavily fattened, giving the liver an extremely rich and creamy taste. The controversy comes in how the fattening is achieved, using a type of force feeding called gavage in geese's throats. While the Defenders say the geese lack a gag reflex and it doesn't harm them. Animal rights activists say the process is cruelty to animals and points to the reaction of birds. That's led to California banning the sale of the product, with multiple cities, including Chicago and New York City, following suit. While a national ban isn't in the works yet, the activists continue to make the case. But some of the next banned foods in the U.S. might shock you. Number 6, bushmeat. This isn't so much a specific food as a class of foods. It's common among trophy hunters to go to Africa and hunt large animals, including giraffes and lions, usually as part of a legal hunting program supervised by local guides. While these thrill seekers might be able to display their trophies on social media, see millions of cheers from animal lovers back home, they won't be able to bring their catch back home. Meat from African game hunts, named bushmeat by U.S. authorities, is strictly prohibited due to safety concerns, and customs agents will destroy any they find along with any items that might have come into contact with it. Some banned foods in the U.S. can pack a deadly punch in a small package. Number 5, Laetril. Have you ever eaten an apricot pit? It probably had a slightly nutty, bitter taste that tasted a little like a weird almond. But eating apricot pits is strongly discouraged because they contain a deadly compound, cyanide. This poison can be toxic and even fatal in large amounts, which makes it all the more shocking that some doctors were marketing it as a cancer treatment. Laetril